Welcome back everyone to Mystic by Colette, the channel dedicated to helping you empower yourself, rewrite your story, and claim your I am. My name is Colette Mesdag and I am an intuitive guide and the creator of the Mystic Empowerment Card Series. This week our card reading theme is Expect Great Things. So we're going to get right to the 3 cards that I'm going to use for the reading, and then we'll come back and talk a bit more about them and make some announcements. Our 3 cards are ready for this week's reading, the theme of which is Expect Great Things. The first card from the Mystic Bliss deck for change and transformation is, let's uncover it. I am harmony. Expect great things and I am harmony. To be content is to be gentle with self, is the phrase at the bottom of this card. And I'm trying to come up with a deeper element for you with regards to how this is about expecting great things. So maybe it reminds us that we need to be content with where we are now, grateful for where we are now. And that is that peace which prepares us for the wonderful things that are forthcoming. And being in harmony with yourself and your thoughts and in your energy, being positive and all of that is a wonderful state of peace. Now there's a companion in this card, and I don't think this has come up previously with regards to any of the cards, the element of the canine or dog in any of my cards that I've done readings for yet in this series. So I'm going to look that up a little bit before we get into the second part or the third part where I come back and talk about the cards, because I think there's something very important in that coming up with regards to expecting great things. Your other element is the trees and the forest, and that around every turn there's some new surprises when you're going for a walk within the forest and nature in its abundance as to what you can be expecting. Beauty and delight, where you step into a green glade filled with sunlight, or wildflowers that are just abundant and that kind of thing. But within the forest, even within the somberness of the forest, there's some abundance of quiet and nurturing energy. So expect great things within that peace and light of softness in nature, harmony. We have a fire card as per the element corner, and it is number 18 in numerology or angel numbers. So take a look at that if you feel so inclined. The card is I am resilient. Expect great things and I am resilient. Okay, so let's tap into that energy a little bit, which for me is speaking about how resilience is about understanding your the way you've empowered yourself and grown through past experiences, and each one of those experiences came into your awareness for you to work through, accept, be in harmony with, as this first card reminds you. And this is the gift, and the things that came to you in the past are going to be equaled, if not surmounted, by the things that are coming. So expect great things. Be open to receiving great things. You have carried yourself with confidence and resilience through other challenges and other unknowns, and not knowing that you were going to succumb any challenges. So the resilience component of it is expect that you are great, and expect that you are resilient and can handle anything that's thrown at you and gain the gift out of each situation. So that's part of this card. The wall that which she's sitting on and which is behind her is also speaking about how every piece of our existence is built on itself, so to create strong foundations for our awareness and depth. So continue to expect that you will surmount any challenge, and then great things will come. Our third card from the Mystic Men of Magic or Mystic Magic deck is I am trusting. So yes, trust you can handle it. Trust that you are resilient enough to find peace and harmony with each situation that comes your way. And do know that you are capable of managing all of those great things that come to you. And I'm going to say it that way because trust that you are deserving. We had deserving last week. So trust that you are deserving of the things that are coming your way, the great things that are coming your way. And also trust that these things are for your highest good, and it will be for your highest good. So the great things that are coming could be challenges, but they can also be rewards for past challenges overcome. So be open, trust, allow yourself to be a little bit vulnerable. And the card in this particular case is a minstrel, and the minstrels, I've often mentioned that they're about reviewing the stories or even shifting how the stories that you tell about yourself and others and how you've interacted with these situations as well as people, and making it a bigger, brighter story. So I think for the theme this week being expect great things, I am addressing the component that in reformatting your story, you are opening up the possibility for great things to happen. And that's where I'm going to end it for this week until, except for the review at the end here, we'll go back to the other camera and we'll talk a little bit more. Thanks. We'll see you in a minute. I always am curious as to what the cards bring up with regards to the theme. So it's interesting when they do reveal themselves. I was a little challenged when this first card came up, which is I am harmony, in relationship to the theme of expect great things. But I think it's really relating to the fact that you need to be grateful, at peace, and not necessarily expecting for the sake of expecting, but just be open to and relaxed about what is coming. It's not necessarily going to always be what you planned, but there are going to be great things. So be in harmony with that component and that aspect of the message that things happen for you and you can be at peace with them, okay? Or in harmony with what's happening. All right, our second card was a reminder that you've come through so much and that you are fired up, given the fiery warrior element of this card. The nature of this deck is about nurturing and healing. So with regards to be in harmony with the things that have come to pass in the past, so that you can be open to receiving what is coming, the great things that are coming. So remember how strong you are, how resilient you are, how you've survived so much in the past, that you have survived so much and you've experienced so much, and you've taken that experience and you have made yourself resplendent and strong and fiery because of it, okay? Don't forget that every experience, as represented in the stones within the masonry elements of this card, speaks about everything builds onto itself and makes strong foundations and safety, okay? I am trusting from the Men of Magic deck. The Mystic Magic deck is the other way that it's been addressed, so don't get confused. Sometimes I confuse myself. But I am trusting is a minstrel. And minstrels are about telling stories, but also sharing knowledge and finding the commonality within everything. But for all intent and purpose, with regards to the expect great things message or theme for this week, we are talking about trust that more great things are coming. And even if they are challenging things, they will amount to great things in how you handle them. So, and trust that you can handle them. Not sure what else I want to say about this card, but it's a very strong gaze that the subject has, is about very clear seeing. So trust that you will see the truth. Okay. So this week the messages or announcements are limited, except for the fact that some of you saw last week that I introduced the first 3 cards for the Mystic Commitment deck, and just starting to take orders for the limited edition series of card decks that are going to be produced for this. And people who pay in advance are basically helping finance the project. So you're a patron, you're part of the process, and they're so deeply appreciated. The other component of this message that I want to bring to this week is, if you need additional information, feel free to do some research around numerology or the archetype of minstrel. There's a lantern. What else was in there? There was some swords, musical instruments. So some of those elements might be something that you want to research. But if you need to do some work with somebody, reach out. I'm available for card readings. There's the Card of the Month Club. You can purchase cards from me to do your own additional work, but there's all kinds of wonderful practitioners available to you. I am very connected, so if there's anybody that you're looking for, reach out. I'll see if I can help you find the right person. And trust yourself. Know you are resilient, and you will find harmony within every situation you find yourself in. See you next week, guys.